say that for a few quid a month we could help save the tigers and the polar bears. I'm thinking, what's the point? I mean, it's not as if we get to see them every day anyway, walking down Socky Hall Street. And to say that we don't do this kind of stuff, then maybe our grandkids won't get to see a polar bear. I mean, I never got to see a Tyrannosaurus Rex, so it never really affected me. Then you get the appeals to the likes of the pandas and that. Now, the pandas just remind me of a typical bird for Dundee. Sitting their arses all day, feeding their fat faces. And of course we get the two black eyes. But I think that's where the similarity kind of ends, because you won't get kind of conservationists studying them and waiting for years for them to reproduce. And if you see the queue outside Mothercare and Gyro there when there's a sale on. You talk about Mothercare in Dundee, I was in there once on a Saturday, and it turned out the Saturday staff were actually under the age of consent. It's a bit ironic. I mean, they don't like getting the experts in to sort of advising the product business. And just when they were naming the 1986 Paul Hogan film, I tend to find it quite appropriate that when naming a dishevelled, uneducated, knife-wielding reprobate, they actually named him Dundee. Google search back then. We've also got appeals from the likes of kind of like WaterAid, and it's saying £10 for buying a mosquito net that helps save a child's life. I mean, a tenner. I think they're missing a trick here. What they should be doing is sending these productions off to some of these Chinese sweatshops. Who could brand it sort of made for children by the children kind of thing. Once they're at it, like, I don't know, we could throw in a deal that for every 50 they could maybe get a nice hand-stitched Nike baseball cap, you know, keep the flies away. For every 100 a wee pair of kind of Nike trainers, you know, running away a wee bit faster. We're thinking, what about the hunger issue? Well, we'll get that sorted as well, because with the production all coming back from China, you get the obligatory free prawn crackers. That's something. And it seems to be the same guy that always does these, like the voiceovers for these adverts. I mean, you must imagine he leads a really kind of depressed life. Get into the office every morning, so what is it today? The hungry, who's fucking Amazonian jumping frog squirrel. Well, the life and soul of every party, you'd imagine. Someone passed the talking cracker. Died out on the stereo. All this to take what kind of job you can get, you know. It's hardly an illegal national lottery guy or that Geordie for Big Brother. I mean, I think if he did the appeals, then they'd maybe get somewhere, you know. The 18 and I'm an endangered species. Get me out of your house. Goes, you decide. Make the iguana extinct. Corona, I know the Lord. They'd be coining it in there. You know the collections, the kind of Royal Mint collections that you get, they bring out kind of coins, commemorative events, stuff like that. Like Prince George, they brought one out for him, like Queen's Jubilee last year. Well, it got me thinking what other coins they could bring out. I was thinking Duchess of York, she could have the 50p, because it was quite bulky, sort of carried about visibly in men's pockets for years, and reduced in size since 1997. The Prince Edward, he'd have been 9 bob no. Queen Mum, I think she had one out, but it was taken out of circulation back in 2002. So the one that we really should have brought out, I thought, was after Diana died. They could maybe have brought one out with the Queen's image on both sides, which would be the two-faced coin. Does anyone here do karaoke at all?
Yeah.
Yeah? I try it sometimes myself. I like to kind of mix it up, the kind of lyrics for the songs, just a bit of fun. Otis Redding, Sitting in the Cock of the Gate. Brian Adams, Position of 69. Of course, Toto's classic, I got the AIDS down in Africa. I mean, these guys didn't write these classic songs just so a dick like me could come along and mess them up. So whenever I do kind of karaoke, I always try to end with a legend, Whitney Houston, and one of her songs in her final moments. Well, stop that without actually choking. Then you watch snooker in here?
Yeah.
Right, more than 3 people, so I'll do this then. Now, I enjoy the game of snooker, but I enjoy listening to the commentators a lot more. It's just to come up with things that they say. Very helpful to tick off the right bit of paper. But I'm just looking at the double entendres, you know, that they've got. They've got a nice deep screw. He's kissed at half ball rather than full ball. These things we think. He's only got the pink to play with. He's refused the easy pink to go for the difficult brown. Tried to force the brown. The pocket looks tight. With the reds in place, playing safe with the brown. He's done well to avoid the kiss in the brown. My personal favourite, the white short straight into the pink. Now, social dancing when we were at school, who remembers that? Yeah, I fucking love social dancing. It's the only chance for a serial masturbator like me to get a bit of female contact. And the best thing about it was the girls were told they weren't allowed to refuse an offer. But I kind of went a bit pear-shaped with my mate one night when we were out at a club and he had Strip the Willows starting up. He was doing 5 years and he's on a register because he thought it was the perfect excuse. So obviously she was asking for it, Your Honour, but I was asking for it. Did go to a pretty rough school though. Teachers can really be bothered with us, so if we ever get into trouble, they just send us off to the janitor's office and he'd make us take part in like a ferret wrestling competition when we were blindfold. That was, I mean, it was alright at it. I mean, he'd give us lots of encouragement, sort of, go on, do it faster, harder, keep going, keep going. But I mean, eventually we know we'd won because we'd felt the ferret go kind of limp in our hands, stuff like that. We like to give the ferret a wee cuddle afterwards, you know, showing it's a good sport. I knew the sweat so sticky though. Okay, wasn't that bad, there, janitor? At least it didn't make us go round his house, put on Man United tops and have a bathroom. On that cheerful note, my name's Iain MacDonald. Thank you very much.